Hey friends, it's been a hot minute, and I'm very blonde right now, if you didn't notice. My hair is faded quite a bit, but I was at Lake Tahoe last weekend, and I went swimming, and I had to take many showers. I was there for a bachelorette weekend. It was a grand old time, but I'm glad to be home. I'm glad to be back in my room making videos for y'all. I might let this kind of fade to its full faded potential before I completely redo it, but I don't know, I'm kind of not hating this. Also, I'm not centered. It's a little better. So today, I need to put the makeup on my face because I'm going to film another video after this, and I figured we could do a little get ready with me, catch up on some stale tea, because holy shit, so much stuff happened while I was gone. Checking my phone every so often, I'm like, good God, oh. It wasn't just like YouTube drama, it was like world shit as well, so I was like,
what the fuck is going on?
And like last week I wanted to talk about something. I'll get to that first actually once I get my foundation and stuff out. One thing I did want to talk about last week, but I didn't get a chance to because I had to leave and go on an airplane, was this whole Olivia Jade thing. Now, I know that this is completely old news at this point. It's stale tea. Everybody's heard about it. Everybody's talked about it. I know. We're all tired of it. We're all tired of hearing about it. I wanted to put my 2 cents in because from what I saw, there was one point that maybe wasn't getting hammered home as much as I'm mad about. So in case anybody doesn't know by now, Olivia Jade, her mom, Aunt Becky, like paid her way to go to USC, and then it was found out that she was bribing the Brew team coach and yada da, paid $500,000 to send her dumbass daughter, who's an influencer, to USC. She didn't even want to go. She posted a video where she's like,
I don't even want to go to college. I kind of just want to be here for the parties and stuff, and
it was a waste of time. Aunt Becky and her husband Massimo are probably going to, well, who knows if they actually go to prison. During all this process, Olivia Jade herself took a little sabbatical from social media since like February. She finally came back to Instagram last week, and she posted a photo where she was just giving the middle finger to like Perez Hilton, People Magazine, Star Magazine, just all of these tabloid type things, but still media outlets, news outlets, giving him the finger, giving him a big old fuck you for reporting things about her.
Excuse me, bitch!
First of all, there's no way that this girl didn't know what was going on. There's no way that she was completely oblivious to the whole scheme that her parents were doing. She's not an innocent little brat. She's a little brat that's fully complicit with everything that happened.
But
the thing that really pissed me off, particularly, and during a time like right now, it was particularly dangerous for her to do something like this, essentially demonizing and discounting and discrediting all of these media outlets and all of these news outlets. However frivolous you feel like their content is, they're still reporting things. They might not always be 100% true, but you know, sometimes the news does that. News is owned by different people, and it affects how news and content is reported. I know this. I understand this. I fucking took classes on this. But for somebody like her, who is young, who has a very young audience, to just like say, oh, fuck you, to like all news, it's essentially her just being like, y'all are fake news, I don't care about you, demonizing the media. Right now, I don't know, the media, however flawed they may be, they're still holding people accountable. And because Olivia Jade was too triggered to hold herself accountable that these newspapers were saying things that she apparently didn't think was important, she was just gonna like throw a big ol' double middle finger at both of them, at all of the media outlets. And it was particularly obnoxious because I'm like, girl, apparently she's as dumb as people think she is because her mother had to pay for her to get into USC. Like, apparently she was dumb enough to need $500,000 to get her to go to school.
Roasted.
Concealer. I'm almost done with this concealer. I bought a backup already. But yeah. So that was a thing that happened, and amongst all of that, I mean, my friend Smokey Glow, Hannah, made a whole ass video about it. Also, amongst the obnoxiousness of her just discrediting and demonizing news outlets, there were also like a bunch of influencers that were just gassing her up in the comments, being like, yes, queen, yes, girl, like, fuck the haters.
No.
If a news outlet is holding you accountable and criticizing your actions, that's not being a hater. That's being a journalist. One very important thing I learned from multiple teachers in high school and in college is that when you're voicing an opinion or voicing some sort of like truth that you're like uncovering, if you're not making somebody mad, you're not doing your job. And that's kind of what I think about videos when I'm giving like more of my opinion. I'm like, if I'm not making somebody mad, if I'm not either making somebody angry or making somebody rethink their own position, I'm not doing a good enough job. I'm not providing a good enough argument for my own opinion for it to fire the other side up. So that was a random tangent, and it went in a few different directions. All these influencers who seem to think that, oh, Olivia Jade, she's like just being a queen and doing what she wants. No, she lied and is dangerous and is privileged and has no idea how privileged she is to where she feels the need to post things on Instagram like that. While her mother committed a crime, while Aunt Becky, Lori Loughlin, committed a crime, she committed a damn crime, at least Olivia Jade could be fucking grateful of the crime that her mom commit for her. Like, the disrespect, that was a thing that I wanted to talk about last week, but I didn't get a chance to because I was in Lake Tahoe getting very drunk, traveling with 9 other girls. It was a lot, okay? It was a great time, but I'm not used to being around that many girls for that amount of time without like me time, you know? It was a lot. It's like my base is pretty much done. I am feeling in a very fall mood right now because it was rainy today. It was gray out. I was so happy to be back in like Seattle weather because I was in Reno for a day and it was very unpleasant as far as weather goes. And so I'm very happy to be back in like my weather. So I'm feeling fall. What else happened? I feel like so much, most of it I feel like was like releases of things. There were so many things released in the last like 2 weeks. Like Norvina just came out with a new palette. Like Jeffree Star came out with a new palette, and it's just all this stuff coming out right now that I know they did it because of like the Sephora sale that's also happening right now. So, you know, it's just so much stuff is happening. Jaclyn Hill is back on the internet. I don't even know. So many things, and I can't keep up with it. Oh, the Beautycon thing. Oh my god, that's also a thing I wanted to talk about. Beautycon, this was a thing that happened, like, I've never wanted to go to Beautycon. I've been to VidCon a couple of times, and that was enough for me. But Beautycon, it's this big con for beauty influencers that's like specific to beauty content creators, and there were these 2 creators who went, one of which she's like more plus size, she makes content, she's not like the like typical like Instagram model type beauty influencer, and then her friend, I can't remember her name, who was it, Sierra Schultze, and then her friend who was pregnant. They were there and they felt like they were treated like second-class citizens next to the people who were like the more traditional like Instagram model, face-tuned, stereotypical type person there. They posted about it all over socials, and apparently the founder of Beautycon, who doesn't wear makeup at all, which is odd to me. Like, I don't know much about Moj, the founder of Beautycon, but it feels like Moj kind of is just like cashing in on it and cashing in on the popularity of it. And I don't know if her like mission is actually clear or like reaching its full potential, because her mission behind it, like the kind of story behind why she's doing what she's doing and why Beautycon is a thing, it's like, it's a noble cause. Like, it's a noble cause to want to have diversity in the community, and it's a noble cause to fight for that, obviously, but I don't think that that's actually what's happening. And based on her response to these girls' experience, I really don't think it's happening, and I think that she's kind of blinded by her own insecurities and biases, because the way that she like snapped back at these girls was like really unprofessional. And it's like, if you wanted to have a conversation and if you wanted to try and like clarify what was happening, do that privately. Don't fucking get your whole like staff on like an Instagram live and be like,
man, fake news.
bitch. No. Don't even try to use fake news as the narrative that you're going to go with. Don't even. This whole Get Ready With Me is about fake news. I'm gonna use two of my favorite Norvina palettes. I literally called it Norvina palettes. Two of my favorite Anastasia palettes, Old Faithful, and I don't know what I would call this palette. I'm just feeling really fall. So I'm gonna go with Buon Fresco. This brush is weirdly shaped right now. It's been sitting in a bag with a bunch of stuff. Traveling is weird. So yeah, that Beautycon BS was particularly obnoxious. I was seeing that from the road and I was like, what is happening?
What is even happening?
God, I think I want to go with Venetian. No, red ochre a little bit. I'm gonna take advantage of the fact that my hair is really faded right now and just use like reddy shades. I'm gonna go in with Venetian red as well, so don't you worry. The news was overwhelming, so I was kind of glad I was away from it, because like there were fucking Proud Boy protests in Portland all weekend that got really violent and scary, and it was just great. Gotta love the news sometimes. And then today I saw that like Sony and Marvel couldn't come to an agreement because Marvel's too greedy and Sony was putting their foot down. I'm like, as sad as I am about this version of Spider-Man not being included in the MCU for the foreseeable future, I do gotta hand it to Sony for like standing their ground, because as much as I love the MCU, as much as I love Marvel, I also realize that like Disney having this much power is like dangerous, you know? It's a little big brothery having one company have this much power. You know, fucking Disney, am I right? I while I'm looking for stuff, actually, I'll tell you. So I went to Lake Tahoe for a bachelorette weekend. I left on Thursday. I got back yesterday. Well, no, Monday. We flew in to Reno through San Francisco for SeaTac, San Fran, Reno, and then drove out to Tahoe. We rented a car and we had an Airbnb. And then on the way out, same thing. Drove out to Reno from Tahoe and then flew from Reno to San Fran to Seattle. Our flight from Reno to San Fran got delayed an hour and a half, so we missed our connecting flight, and so we had to like pick a new flight, and then that one didn't leave until 11 o'clock. So originally we were supposed to get to SeaTac at 11, but we got in, our new flight scheduled us to get in at 1:18. And so we get to San Francisco. We sit on the plane for a half an hour waiting to get off the plane. And then when we board at 10:30, we didn't leave until 12 o'clock. We sat on the fucking tarmac for an hour and a half. And then I didn't get home. We didn't fly in until 2 in the morning, and I didn't get home till 3. So I've had a long week and it's only Wednesday. Wedding season. God, I think I want to do Drama, which is the kind of purpley shade from the Norvina palette. I will give my thoughts on the new Norvina palette in a video that I'm filming after this, which is going to be an anti-haul, because I have thoughts and they're not the most positive. And you know how I feel about Anastasia. It's the brand I most stan. There's so many releases that came out. Holy crap. This is turning out to be quite a look. I actually kind of dig this though. I kind of like it. I think I'm going to do rose gold. Ooh. I don't know why people don't like the shimmers in this palette. I love the shimmers. I need to wipe this off and do my under eye. Oh, I finished iZombie. Does anybody else watch iZombie? I love iZombie, and I finished it, like last week? Finished season 5 in a matter of like 4 days. I love iZombie and I will miss it dearly. Please tell me other people watch iZombie and it's not just me. It was a very good show. And it was based here. And I felt very proud of the show. It was a good one. That part of my eye are done. I'm just gonna contour a little bit. I will be doing like an in-depth base process coming up, but I wanted to kind of catch up with this stuff first before I did another video where it was like solely like, these are instructions of stuff. But I'm very glad that you guys liked the video where Libby narrated. I had a great time editing it. It was super fun. My friend Matthew wants to do one where he's high, so that one will happen at one point. He was like, I need to do one, but I need to be stoned. And I was like, okay. Blush. Doing like a burnt tea. That's a word. Oh, that is such a pigmented blush. Totally forgot. Oh shit, there's fallout. Fuck. Shit. Dang it. I'm gonna end up putting like blush all over my face because I got fallout from my eyeshadow on my cheeks. So this is what's gonna happen. We're just gonna have a lot of blush on today, which is fine. Whatever. This is a fun look. It's a little more intense than I intended, but oh well. I do want to add a little bit of a highlighter because I bought the Samantha March Ofra collab. It's like a little baby bit highlight. So bright. Jesus. And I know it's a tiny brush. Don't judge me. I had a situation with fallout and I think I fixed it. Who knows if I actually did. Now I'm gonna put some eyeliner on because I need eyeliner. Why is there so much damn fallout? I should have done my eyes before my base, but oh well. I think it was that shade Drama that gave all the fallout. Because I don't use that one a lot. And that palette didn't normally give me this much fallout. And that was the one shade that I use that I don't normally use. I'm gonna spritz my face before I put on mascara this time. What else did I want to talk about? I could have sworn there was like more tea that I needed to discuss, but maybe it's just because I've been watching so many videos the last couple of days, like catching up on stuff. Like Curtis's new video is dope, where he was talking about the shitty e-boys. What is this world coming to? What is this world coming to? I don't know. Mostly I wanted to talk about Olivia Jade because that really pissed me off last week, and I had planned on making a video, another one of my car vlogs, but like in a parked car. I planned on doing that, but I just didn't have the time to last week because I was like on a shoot on location for like a day and a half. And then I left Thursday to go to Reno and Lake Tahoe. So I was like not home to do anything. So I'm gonna try and get 3 more videos up this month. So I'm filming this one tonight and then another one. One cool thing that happened maybe since I filmed, I don't actually remember when this happened. It's a little bit unrelated to me, but kind of related. So, you know, I have been mentioning that I've been wanting to start streaming on Mixer. Ninja, Tyler Blevins, aka like the biggest streamer in the whole goddamn world, put Twitch on the map, made Twitch into like the thing it is now, signed an exclusive deal with Mixer and like left Twitch. Oh my god, it was so cool. I'm gonna use Melt lipstick, the 710 shade. See how this works. That's a look. I'm feeling very witchy now, which I'm not complaining about because I've got the smoky quartz on my, it's a champagne smoky quartz on my ears. But is that all I wanted to talk about? I hope I was in focus most of the time. I don't know if I was actually. So yeah, so this is the look, I guess. It was a combo of these 2 palettes. I recommend if you want to do something like this, do your eyes first and your base second because I made a mistake and then I ended up having to put on like a lot of blush, which like it doesn't look bad, especially on camera, but in person it looks a little crazy. Just a little bit crazy. Let me put the stuff back in my purse. Everything I want to put back in my purse, you know, my foundation and my concealer and my brushes and stuff. So yeah, I think it's everything I wanted to talk about. I really wanted just to kind of like catch up with y'all and ramble on about stuff that was happening in the community and things, and give my 2 cents about it. Today's song of the day, it's gonna be an oldie but a goodie, an oldie being from 2017. Catalyst by Hawking. It is off Hawking's record from 2017 called Verge. It's probably one of my favorite records of that year, and they're going on tour in Canada next month and then in the US in October, which is going to be pretty cool because I haven't seen those guys in several years. If you like kind of proggy, mathy rock stuff, check them out. It's not usually what I listen to, but something about that record like really spoke to me. Check out the song Catalyst. It's pretty good. They have a live performance of it on their YouTube channel, I think. So I'll link that if I didn't already, if that wasn't just like the default link that I decided to choose. I'm out of practice right now, okay? I'm still recovering, all right? Thanks for watching. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Thanks for being patient with me being out of town last weekend. So I'll be doing another live stream, hopefully 2 this weekend. That way I can kind of catch up with y'all and make up for lost time. Check out my Patreon if you want to be included in those weekly live streams. And then I have a private Discord that we can all chat and hang out and ruminate on stuff happening. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. My next video is going to be an anti-haul that I'm going to film right now. Even though it is 1:41 in the morning, I need to film one. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!